Now, I am planning on getting a new car soon, seeing as I've been making generational wealth from YouTube and TikTok and Twitch. I haven't, I'm dead fucking broke, but I need to figure out what new car to drive because my one's falling apart. I'm going to watch the Volkswagen Passat B5 test drive by Rust Bucket Motorsport. Oh, this is a good start. This is how I drive my car. That's a front wheel drive car. Oh no, maybe it's not. Where is it? Oh, bro, right, I'm sorry, before this video even starts, this is the dream. To own, like, this land dirt road, build, like, a ramp, and then just buy some dingers. This is what I want my content to be in, like, 5-10 years' time, bro. Ooh.
Today we're test driving this 2004 VW Passat B5. This car cost me 1,200 euros, and you might be thinking, that's a little too much for a B5 Passat, but the reason why it's so expensive
1,200? I want one.
Is because of this. This is the all-wheel drive Quattro version.
Where does it say Quattro on that?
It doesn't.
And under the hood it has a 2.8 liter V6 petrol.
Well, that's quite... I mean, it's got a fair amount of torque, all-wheel drive. That's a big engine for not a lot of horsepower, although this probably is 20 years old.
Making 193
V6,
horsepower.
V6, it's going to sound loud.
And it's paired with a 5-speed manual transmission. And to make it even better, I've already welded the rear differential. So this should be a lot of fun.
It's got that R32 sound. You know the Golf R32s or the R30 or what, you got like R32, R42. I don't know, but they're the V6s in the Golfs that are unreal. Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry to pause. I'm not a driver. I drive around the fucking UK. This is insane driving on a gravel. I'll always say, I know this isn't strictly like rallying, but this is kind of coming into that. Well, I guess it is. It's like a rally course, like gravel and dirt. I find rally driving so much more impressive. F1 is incredibly impressive, bro. Like the amount of strain and like the speeds they're going at and whatnot. It's insane. But there's nothing better than seeing a rally car driver going through a strip of trees through a forest, back end kicking out against the audience, kicking up a load of dirt and just slamming through. And you get the whip of the camera. Holy shit. Who's my pick for an F1 driver? Don't really have one. I don't watch enough F1. The only F1 drivers that I can name in history is Michael Schumacher, Lewis Hamilton, who's the Red Bull guys? Lando Norris, I know he's not Red Bull. Max Verstappen, I can't name anyone else. But if F1 ever want to invite me to like Monaco or some shit, I'm on that.
I'll be honest, the four-wheel drive system in this car works much better than the one in the Subaru I tested a while back. The torsion center diff simply works much better than whatever the Subaru had.
Bro, this is every man's dream. He's just got land and he can just rag it. Oh.
And even before I welded the rear diff, you could tell the car was much easier to rotate on throttle.
He's drifting an all-wheel drive car. I mean, it's going to be rear biased, but I mean, I guess it's on a gravel road, you can drift fucking anything. My car at the moment is a shit box, and obviously there's problems like damp and mold and shit, but cheap cars are so much more fun if you don't care about, like, the best ideal situation I would have for a car is have like a 10 to 20 grand car, which is nice, reliable. I drive it from like, if I need it for a nice outing or place to place, and then just getting £1,000 to £2,000 dinger that you don't care about with like 150 brake, maybe 200, and then just absolutely rag it around and push it to its limits. Because like if you get a 150 horsepower car, maybe up to 200, you can't really break many laws. Like you can't go stupidly. You can go fast, but you can't do anything absolutely stupid, unless it's rear wheel drive. But I love how he blurs out the signs, but not his speedo. You're like, what's he going at? That's 220. Well, there's 60. This might be in kilometers, so let's say 100. Fucking. He's going 100 miles an hour there. Scary. Look at the angle it's at. Look. He's doing that with barriers there. That's terrifying. Oh, see that? This is driving.
This morning, we're learning of another Air Asia plane in trouble. This time, however, it is in the Philippines. A flight from Manila
I thought that was serious. I thought it was like a news report.
Shot the runway today in Calibo International Airport. A witness says it made a hard landing.
What is that camera?
Well, boys, I fucking sent her a little too fucking hard, but I really hope but damn, I hope my radiator's good.
Holy shit, that is fucked.
I really like these 30 valve V6 engines. They are smooth, have a very linear power band.
He's just so casual. See, this is the type of driving I respect, and I wish it got more credit. Like, I find, you know, the swimming shit where people are like on motorways or highways and like cutting up in between. I find that shit so uninteresting, not cool, not impressive, and just straight up fucking date. Like, the only person I mean, I don't know whether this is public or private, but I'd presume he's doing it in a place where he knows no one's gonna fucking be, or it's private land. But like, if he hurts himself, he hurts himself. Like, there's nothing you can do about that. But with the fucking swimming shit, it's just like they just crash into the back of people and they can just ruin normal people's day. I find that shit so fucking cringe. Wish I had the balls to drive my TT like this, but I'd definitely get wrapped around a tree. Yeah, I mean, you can drive your car fun on a country road, but my buddy had an old Camaro and I drove it on a dirt road. That thing was dead ass, like sliding on ice. Yeah, I had a mate, I never drove it, but it was when we were like 14. I had this old mate of mine that had like a big field out like side the front of his house, and he was like really well off, and I think his dad bought him like an old Corsa, and he just used to like razz it around and just around the dirt roads. I never got to drive. That was so sick. I cut up on the sim for the reaction practice and such. Yeah, I respect that. Yeah, on a simulator. Yeah, and I get there's like an adrenaline. I'm not going to say, oh, I don't get why, because yeah, you get the adrenaline rush, but the danger to adrenaline rush ratio you can just get from doing it on like an empty road going high speeds, only putting yourself at danger. I used to cut up hella when I was 16 and I almost crashed and haven't tried since. Yeah, there's just no fucking point. It's just cringe. And like, if this guy crashes, it's because of a lack of his skill. If you crash on a highway or whatever when you're cutting up, like, you shouldn't be doing it anyway, but if you do, 90% of the time it's because just someone didn't see you, or someone braked in front of you, or something that happened in front of them and you like, it's just fucking dumb. It just, you learn your lessons. Like, obviously you do stupid shit when you're driving, but it's never worth it. Also, this guy's a better driver than any of us will ever be. Oh, 100%. But this is way more fun than any other fucking swimmer and shit. Need a rally driving for sure. There's four. Straight once this video. Insane.
Alright, so my final thoughts about this car. I think it drives very similar to the Audi C5 I drove, as in it's very heavy, it doesn't want to change direction, and there's a ton of understeer. Although the understeer is not as bad as on the Audi, probably because these Quattros have a much better rear suspension setup.
The more you drive your new Passat, the more you'll experience how different it feels and what German engineering is all about.
That's fucking sick. Right, I will watch more of his videos. I'll subscribe to him. That's fucking sick, bro. I didn't say, oh, I should have in the comments. How did you find a solo lobby? That's a lot of car for 1200. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Gets man a camera crew. Yeah, facts. Please never do a face reveal. The tarmac speed on the corners and say, yeah, that's what I was saying. That was like the impressive part. Well, it's all impressive, but like, fucking hell.